What kind of impact do I want to make for the rest of my career? If this wasn't taken care of, this whole scenario of quitting was completely moot. So once I figured out all the external factors, that's when my inner resistance started to kick in. And resistance is basically that destructive psychological force that prevents you from going after your most meaningful goals. And this can show up in the form of self-sabotage, procrastination, anxiety, etc., etc. Specifically for me, here are the internal factors that I really had to overcome to actually get me to quit. And the first one is letting go of security. This one was actually the hardest for me because it is hard to leave something that is good, secure, prestigious. The things that I worked so hard to achieve to counteract, the years of financial struggle that my family had growing up. And sometimes I started questioning my sanity for giving that up and putting my savings on the line for essentially ambiguity. But at the end of the day, it pretty much came down to this, which is, would I rather risk security or would I rather risk losing my fire, internal drive to do something that really aligns with yourself? And it's so true, the higher you go up on the ladder and achieve more success, it is very hard to let go of that, right? They say the higher you go, the harder it is to jump off. But I realized that I was more scared of losing that fire. Going against conventional advice. I had this friend and close colleague who literally begged me not to quit because he several years ago actually took a similar path that I'm taking and was a failed founder. And he was sharing with me his regrets. All of his reasonings were very logical. And just hearing that from someone that, you trust and respect, it really threw me in for a loop. And whenever I would, read articles and blogs about people, I just realized that, what? I am not totally following quote unquote conventional advice and best practices. But to be frank, I think I was just too impatient and burned out to listen. Facing burnout. Near the end of my time, I was way more burned out than I initially realized, and it just started catching up to me very quickly. And I think it accelerated because it started to click for me and I started to gain a lot of clarity in what I actually wanted. And that ended up really affecting, the way that I want to show up at work. Personally, I kind of have that philosophy, and a lot of you might disagree about this, is that, if I'm not showing up and giving 110% on something, I'd rather not do it at all. That's just kind of how I roll. And I realized that I was no longer all in, and I felt like I was doing a disservice to my team, to my own internal expectations. That's when I decided okay, I'm out. Advice to my younger self. Be present in your current experience. I feel like this broadly applies to life in general. The failure to be present in your current moment truly robs you of the learnings and the opportunities that are very much real compared to this hypothetical future. Timing is seriously a thing. I feel like because I had this intuition, but I also felt like it wasn't the right time, and I honestly didn't believe that intuition for a while, I felt constantly stuck and straddling two sides of myself. But honestly, some things take time and some things are only resolved by time. So looking back for me, there were so many times where I was the one that was making myself the most miserable. Don't make yourself so miserable over things that are not in your control. Last advice to my younger self is to just let her know that courage compounds. And what I mean by that, I feel like the more we exercise courage, our bandwidth and ability to be courageous actually increases. So making those small steps, it doesn't have to be as dramatic as leaving a job. It could be as simple as being honest and speaking your truth. So it's been 4 months since I left, and I can't believe it's already been 4 months. But I spent the last 3 months traveling, spending a lot of time with family, and I actually just came back to San Francisco 2 weeks ago, and I'm settling back in, trying to find a new routine, and mostly adjusting to my new reality, and it has been trippy. Every day, my thoughts and emotions are very all over the place. I'm experiencing a lot of mini up and downs. Downs such as, you know, that just existential dread in terms of, oh man, what did I sign up for? And just, you know, seeing your bank account just kind of decrease over time without anything coming in is also stressful. But on the flip side, I've also been really starting to experience what it means to find wonder in wandering. I'm also experiencing a ton of gratitude for this opportunity and this like privilege that I can't believe I can't even afford to do something like this. Also, I just feel an immense sense of pride for myself for actually taking that first step. There's so many times when we say we want something, but you don't really do anything about it. At the end of the day, I firmly do not regret this decision at all. Obviously, you know, I am feeling a lot of pressure, but I'm also trying to counteract that self-induced pressure with realizing how precious time is, how precious these days are. But you know what? It's only been 2 weeks since I've been back, so I'll keep you updated. This was a long video, I know, so if you made it to the end, thank you for sticking with me. And I just wanted to say a few parting words. I know I mentioned that, like, you know, inner fire, like at the end of the day, did I want to risk security or did I want to risk losing that inner fire? I think we all have that inner fire within all of us. Call it your drive, hunger, or intuition. And maybe it's related to your career or maybe it's not. But I really think that, at least for me, I see it as my job to tend to that fire. One thing that I've been really internalizing these days now that, you know, I'm adjusting to my new environment is take the opportunity of that freedom to really gain awareness of, you know, what kind of environments does that fire actually grow or decrease? Or what kind of agents or catalysts actually benefit it. Whatever state your inner fire may be in, I hope that you protect it and you let it be your fuel and your guide.